Welcome back, everyone. We're here today on Edgewater, Saskatchewan, on the family farm again. And I'm going to be completely honest, guys. I don't have very much good news today. The farm is in some pretty bad debt, like I talked about a couple episodes ago. We had lots of debt. We've gotten it down a little bit now. We're down to $575,000. But I don't know if we're going to be able to save the farm. Now, we sold off some of our canola earlier, off screen, that got us a decent amount of money, and now we have been starting to sell off some of our flax. Our flax is selling pretty good. It's probably one of our last really good selling price crops, and that's a bad thing. I got this semi-load and maybe half of another semi-load left, and that's all we have for flax. After that, it's down to some wheat and peas, which don't seem to sell very good, and we have a small portion of lentils, only like 10,000 liters, so that's not going to do as much either. And so with the farm still being $575,000 in debt, I don't know if we're going to be able to save the farm. Now, of course, we're going to be trying our hardest here to be able to save the farm. We do have a lot of land that if we need to sell off, we can. There's always people wanting to buy land up around here, or if we need to sell some equipment, we can do that if we need be, to hopefully help cover that loan. But it is a hefty loan right now, but let's get into town and get this flax sold off. It would be kind of nice to have a second semi-truck for hauling all of our grain out of here, especially since we are a fairly large farm. But again, like as I just kind of was talking about, we don't really have the funds for that right now. I mean, I really wish we could, but I don't know if it's gonna happen right now. Maybe next fall, once we get to that point, we can get closer there to buying another one, but right now I just don't think it's in the cards, and we're gonna need diesel fuel in this thing. This thing's a diesel hog. The diesel dial over there just went down into the red, so that's not good. We made it down here into town. We're going to be hauling our flax over here to the fast food restaurant. The fast food restaurant has been needing a very oddly high amount of flax, and they're paying us the best price for it of anyone around. So we're taking it over here to Mama Joe's Diner. She's paying us good here, so we'll get this unloaded and see how much money we can make from it. We made about $68,000 off of half a semi-load of this, and another one coming unloading right now. But like I said, we're almost out of flax, which is not good because this stuff is making us so much money. So we're up to 100. We got probably about 140,000 on that load, but right away we're going to pay that all back to the bank just so they don't keep charging us loan interest. So we're down to $435,000, but that's still a lot of money that we need to pay back, and we don't have very much crop left. But anyways, we will get headed back to the farm, load up our half a load left of flax, and get that hauled into town. Honestly, with all this lime on all the fields right now, it makes me think that it's like the middle of winter, except for the fact that the grass is green everywhere. And it's only November 3rd. We haven't had any snow yet, but man, that lime just keeps making me think it's like winter time. Since we're back here at the farm, we are filling the truck up with diesel, and I just realized my fuel tank is empty. That didn't put very much in. Actually, that filled that up pretty far, but now we're out of diesel on the farm, which kind of is not a very good sign, because that's another expense that we're gonna have to add to everything. I thought that was completely full, but I guess not. But we got 8,000 liters of flax left. We'll get that loaded up, and the last little bit hauled into town. There we go. We still got like $30,000 almost for just those 8,000 liters. That is really good, but the bad thing is now that all of our flax is gone. However, though, we'll get the semi taken back over to the farm. We'll get the bank paid with the money from that load, and then we got another exciting thing that we need to go do. And here we are, we made it back over to the farm. We're just gonna park the semi right here for right now, I think. I don't really know what we are going to be hauling next. As we get into the winter here, we're gonna be hauling a lot of crop, but I don't know which crop we're gonna be hauling next. Man, it's only 3 o'clock. It sure does get dark very early this time of year, this far north. But now Jim, our employee, is gonna take us down to our dealership because we got something cool waiting for us there. Okay, so Jim just dropped us off down here at our dealer, and you guys know how I said we were like trying to save the farm right now and not spend lots of money? Well, my buying addiction may cause some problems with that, because I saw this thing, this Challenger MT755 come up used at our dealer, and I was like, man, we've been looking for a bigger horsepower tractor. We just need to pick this thing up. And so it only ended up costing us like $70,000. It's a little bit used, but I think it'll work out good for the farm. It does have 15.3 hours on it already, so it's a little bit used, but a good 2-track tractor, high horsepower, I think it'll work out well for the farm. Now we hopefully just need to make sure that we have lots of crop to sell, which our yields really weren't that great this fall. But hey, this is a really nice looking tractor, and it'll come in handy on the farm. This thing scoots along too. I mean, we're going 27 mile an hour right now on a track tractor. That is nice. So if you guys remember last video, I was showing you that 8RT 410 that we had on that Ripper that we were demoing from our dealer. Maybe we'll get one of those eventually, but right now it just really wasn't in our budget. This thing was only $70,000, and so this is kind of what's going to replace that kind of tractor for right now. At least until we can afford something a little newer and nicer. But otherwise, this thing will do the job for now. We got back down here to the farm with the tractor. Right now, I think we're just going to park it over here. And then I think we're going to go online, check for some prices around, see what crops are doing price-wise, and which crop we can sell next for the most money. So I checked our prices online, and it's either going to be our wheat